Hey folks, I'm Vain Glory, and welcome to part 56 of my campaign as Marmaros in Crusader Kings II. So things are going reasonably well for us on a personal level at the moment. We've managed to take quite a bit of territory for ourselves. But on the other hand, we are quite vulnerable as part of Croatia here. We're right on the very frontier of the Catholic Empire. And we're potentially ripe for picking. My liege isn't the strongest either. He's actually got fewer troops than I have. Or I can get, anyway. So, I don't mind if we were to be swallowed up by the Abbasids or Bulsir or whoever. I don't really care, as long as I keep my own territory and then I can take them down from within. I had tried to take this province because we could form the Duchy of Nitra, but the Bulsir managed to take that before we could. So I'm just considering other options just now. I need a spy master. Oh yeah, and do I want to spend that? Well, it's only what, 200 gold, 202 gold. Let's spend it anyway. Create the duchy. Cool. Yeah, we can press our ducal claim, but I'm not going to do that because this guy is much stronger. And he has plenty of people to help him. So we're not doing that until the time is right. So forget that for now, but we do need a spy master. And we don't really have anybody decent. I could appoint him, but let's check out other options first. So search all and diplomatic range, willing to join the court. Got to be an adult. That should do. Okay. The fact that she's got 75 opinion of me makes me want to have her. So let's invite you to court. And we'll also invite maybe both of these guys actually, because he's quite useful. Yeah, why not? Let's fill up the court a bit. And I just noticed something there. Attempt to abduct. I think, have this mission. I've been a bit derelict in my duty to Lucifer's own, so I still need to sacrifice a virgin. So, is there anybody in the vicinity who I could potentially abduct? Doesn't really look like it. Nope. There we go. Yes. Right, let's attempt to abduct him. And if we're successful, we sacrifice him. Okay. I have put out the word among my brethren in Lucifer's own. We'll try and abduct him and bring him to me. Good, she's joined us. There's a D. And that's a point. Was that 23? Oh no, the woman was 23. Okay. And you just scheme for now. Unfortunately, he's a pragmatist rather than a loyalist. I don't want to appoint any other commanders right now. Not really. we'll move on. So I'm trying to get another claim in here. I can't declare war for... We're already at war. Okay. So anyway, improved relations with Lord. Yes, good. I am my liege's chancellor. Doing good work for him as usual. Quite a good character. We were born under auspicious signs and turned out to be pretty good. So, child of Mithridates, strangled a snake, a tenacious duelist, irresistible, inspiring presence, slew a legendary beast, and I was promised godhood. I'm still waiting. My fellows in Lucifer's Zone have managed to insert themselves among the servants of Sheikh Abu Bakr and stand ready to snatch the child at my command. Approve this scheme. Incompetent brethren botched it. Try again. My liege's rule has yet to be properly legitimised by the holy rite of coronation. I must inform him that his current condition is becoming a hindrance to my work as Chancellor of Croatia. Oh well. So be it. Still likes me plenty. I've been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of my rulership. If I wish to mint new coins... mint to coins for glory, yes. Young Yuba loves doing things his own way, just a courtier. Yeah, become diligent, go on. It'll be good for you in the long run. I've gained 2 stewardship from my focus. Yeah, so up at 23 there now. I think I want to switch to learning. Get that up a bit. So, yeah, we'll just go for straight scholarship. And we will build an observatory since it's only 25 gold. I've begun the construction of an observatory. Okay, trying to capture this guy again. Competent brethren this time managed to snatch him. Excellent. Prisoners, and my wife's pregnant. Things are going swimmingly here. Let's... what we're looking for? Sacrifice to Satan. There we go. Do it. My acolytes placed little Abu Bakr on the altar and fasten him firmly in place. I step forward, and his confusion suddenly becomes terror as he sees the knife in my hand. His pitiful scream has only just begun before I slit his throat and drink his blood. Satan prefers innocent souls. Oh yes, and this children's crusade. After having finally managed to book a passage through the Mediterranean Sea in order to reach the Holy Land, the children's crusade has been forced to an unfortunate detour to Greece after their ships crashed on the coasts of Achaia after a terrible storm. Reports from the army are scant, although there are rumours saying that many have started to doubt Tsog's leadership, and yet this unlikely horde of youths and peasants is still marching on towards Jerusalem. I wonder where that's going to go. Suddenly it hit me. Poison. Surely the safest way to get rid of troublesome pests. Did I decide to kill my lord? No. No, this is the target. It's his wife. Yeah, okay. Let's go with hemlock. Goes well with the red. Helping my husband. Helping my liege. Be a poor husband. Can Kubard of Croatia approves of my idea to poison Jutta von Langenfeld. May Jesus forgive me. Okay. So, success. It seems the wine did not agree with Jutta von Langenfeld. She died not knowing the name of her killer. And I celebrate with a beer. What I want to do also, though, is check out societies. How much? 880 dark power. I can summon a familiar, but I don't think I want to do that. Tainted touch or demonic possession. Let's get somebody possessed. Who would be good to have possessed? I don't have any rivals, unfortunately. Vassals. Does anybody not like me at all? Count of Heavies. You're a bit big for your boots, are you not? You're also a heretic. Looking to kill your wife? Yes. Okay, let's possess him. Or try to possess him. There we go. Demonic possession. It could be that I am using the powers of Lucifer's Zone too freely. People are becoming suspicious. I've used it once, well maybe twice if you count the abduction. So I won't spend any more points for a while. In the middle of the night I seclude myself from the room I have meticulously prepared for tonight's black magic. With every step of the ritual completed, the air in the room grows more and more oppressing, until finally I sense I am about to unleash a being of terrible power upon my unsuspecting foe. Go ahead. The ritual was a resounding success. Count Sergio seems to have taken quite a liking to me and is now far more amenable to my suggestions. The unfortunate side effect is that he has become quite obviously insane. Exactly as planned. There, that's a bit better. I thought it was going to stay at -12 there. Good. And the observatory is finally ready. Fairly cracking along here. Let's see if we can, I was just going to say, improve one of our realm, or one of our regions. My blood burns with ambition. I can stay idle no longer. It is my destiny to become king, and I have the support I need to realise it. Just one question remains. Should I focus my ambition inwards or outwards? Should I stay and fight for the throne of Croatia, or should I abandon my past and look towards Perm? Okay, so we've got some strong guys here. No, he doesn't have many troops of his own. He's also too far away. I'm not going all the way up there. Give it more time. I don't want to be king of Croatia at the moment. You want to appoint as a commander? No, I'm declining that, thank you. I have another son. Again, nothing special this time. So, fine, thank you. Let's have you focus on pride. Your brother? Yeah, fairly average. What's this now? Request council support. Yeah, of course I will. Do whatever you're asking me to do. In the meantime, I want to look at spending some cash. How about the hospital? Where are we with the hospital? Soup kitchen. Now, piety is a bit of an issue for me, and that's preventing me from declaring war sometimes. So we both get piety from both of them though, and it's both plus 0.1. Disease resistance here. Yeah, soup kitchen. Build that, please. And while we were around, still building in there. So where was it that we just completed something? Was it in Berrig? I think it was. Yeah, Castle Town was built here. Gives our training ground maybe in a while. 10% levy in garrison size. So that would go up to 500. Go up to 1200. That gives us 100 more infantry. Oh, well, 50 infantry, 50 archers obviously, but 100 more troops. So that's about the same, but doesn't affect a garrison. Fort level goes up to 4. Yeah, let's go for the castle fortifications first. It's not a lot of money, and on that basis we've got the town there already. No, we don't. Castle town there, it is there. Bouge isn't ours. Gamere is. Right, castle town in here. What's this? Ah, okay, wrong culture. Anyway, I wasn't going to build that, I want this. So we want to change the culture in there, and that's plenty of money spent actually. Okay, so I've spent many nights looking at the stars in my observatory. It is truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. How do the stars move? I am thinking what? I want me to be a commander, and I will still decline. My courtier and fellow sister in darkness and I had been discussing a small devotion to Pythias when she suddenly stood up, stretched and said, "I'm in the mood for mayhem. Let's dress up and head down to the town." No, I've drawn too much suspicion to myself for the moment, so yeah, we don't risk it. Okay, Satan has demanded another soul to aid us on our glorious mission. Bewitch Swetopelk and make him your loyal servant, willing or not. My spy master. Okay. Yeah. Is it recruit for Satan I have to do? Demonic possession. Okay, go ahead, do it. The children of Nicaea. Despite all adversities and many attempts to undermine his divinely inspired leadership, Tsog has been able to march his army all the way to Nicaea. With the Holy Land finally within reach, the Crusaders' resolve has been strengthened. Their leader is certain that the infidels will not dare to raise their arms against them once they realise their holy mandate, and instead will open the doors of Jerusalem at their very arrival. How are they still going? Okay, go ahead, perform the ritual, see if we can possess this guy. Resounding success, excellent. He's been become insane. We gain 200 dark power. And that means that this guy is completely loyal to me now. Which is always handy in your spy master. Although insanity could be a problem. Still looking at this in here. Bulgar culture. 30 military technology points. And the chance of becoming cynical. I have become cynical. Blessings upon you and your house. What is it? Who are you plotting to kill now? Duchess of Gallic. Why would you want to do that? Has she done something to wrong you? Or do you just want the land? I'm going to decline this time. I'm just... I think it's because you're so incredibly weak. I don't want independence. Okay. No, so Oh, there was something I was doing. I've now been invited to carousing by my friend. Of course I will come. The faithful prepare for war. A messenger approaches us with a letter from the Vatican, from the Vicar of Christ himself. He's asking us to prepare our men to fight against the heathens and infidels, to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. The Pope wants to send our faithful Christian men against Jerusalem. The region is held by the Mohammedan Caliph Azam II, and it is time to return it to Christianity once more. Yes. It probably would be in our best interest if we could weaken the Abbasids. I will pledge my troops to the crusade. Honest. As a participant in the ongoing crusade, a beneficiary should be selected so that when the inevitable victory occurs, our dynasty may share in the spoils. Okay, Spectres having frequent troubles with highwaymen. Let's spend the money on that. Who's going to be beneficiary? Let's check out our court. You're a kinsman of mine. A weak claim on the duchy. 33, you're unmarried. You, Steward of Ungvar. You're 44. Timothy. Only 20. Let's get you married. Oh, you're my brother. Of course, I recognise you now. Been a while. Genius. I think we would rather have a Christian. Yeah, I think Odd's going to get the vote. She wants to get married as well, so let's do that. Send that. And there we go, you're married. And now you select as a crusade beneficiary. There we go. Now, where are all these guys coming from? These are part of this war, I presume. The idea of being celibate is intriguing, especially since I feel I have more than enough children. A friend of mine became celibate not long ago. I wonder what made him take that decision. Do I want to become celibate? I don't think I do. No, I don't think that's for me. So you're going to... I thought it came into my territory there. I was going to go and hit them. Okay, carousing's cancelled. Well, such a shame. Can rank up in our society. Let's request that then. Yuba, just a courtier. You must learn on your own. Okay, so who are these guys after all? Is it a horde? Oh, you're in there. You're in there. No. Okay. Where's the rest of this crusade? Disaster. My fellow member of Lucifer's own Arislan has been caught by Court Chaplain Organa and his men-at-arms. Curses. Go away. Okay. I need to make a decision if I should comply with papal will or go my own way when it comes to the distribution of the titles in the case of a victory of the Crusades. I think we'll just go with the beneficiary. I don't think we're going to get anything anyway. We'll stick with that. My research in the observatory at night is proving deeply fascinating. I could push my studies further, but I'd need to purchase more equipment for it to be meaningful. 30 gold, we can well afford that. And I think it's worth the investment. So, this crusade. Has it started yet? I don't see an indication of it. Just this revolt that's still going on. I have ranked up in society. What can I do now? Dark divorce. Dark healing. Okay. Invite disciple of Satan. That's a useful one. I only get 37 dark power just now. But we'll use that in future. Okay. You're not threatening me, so you can just stay where you are. As I'm beating a rabid dog in the yard, the little cur Helena runs up and starts hitting me with a stick. I'll show the Polish mule. As I turned, the dog bit me in the ankle and Helena managed to get away, but has since been skulking around eyeing me with hatred. Bitter rival. Okay. Well, let's have you abducted then. And your bloody dog. Children's Crusade. It appears that whatever impetus had driven so many to follow Tsog has dissipated. The Children's Crusade is no more. Its army scattered and broken, its main supporters dead or missing. The leader himself, Tsog, still convinced to be the messenger of the Lord, is now derided by most as a raving lunatic who spends most of his days yelling at people from street corners, lamenting about the depravity of the church and the nearing end of our world. Poor guy. Such great potential, gone to naught. Okay, approve the scheme. You can't even catch an 8-year-old. Jeez, oh. Right, so I think I'm going to put a break in. You try it again. It could be that, yes, I'm using powers too often. People are becoming suspicious. I don't want to be killed by a mob when I'm such a good character. Excellent, we snatched her this time. And... let's see. Sacrifice to Satan? Why not? We're finally on the route towards becoming Dracula. There we go. She gone. Okay, so the Crusade will launch on the 1st of July, so 6 months. We'll probably see that in the next part. So I'm going to put a break in here. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment and rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.